to episode 23 of WAZZUP with Nitro, Dave, and Roger. You got to give me a big what's up.
What's up?
Yeah.
What's up? Bonsai.
Thanks for joining us today, Tony. I did a little bit of research on you this morning.
You did, huh?
I did. Now I see why you showed up and whooped everybody's ass at the race.
Why is that?
You have a history in NMCA and NMRA competitions.
Yeah, quite a long time ago.
Yeah. So why don't you walk us through that? Tell us who you are and what's your drag racing experience?
I've been racing for a long time. Back in the early, 2005, 6, 7, 8. I raced a lot in the NMCA and NMRA. And I took a long time off, family problems and, things. Life got in the way. And then again in 2020 or 2019, I started racing again. Yeah, but it's a whole lot tougher now with all the electronics and computers because back in 2002, 3, you didn't use any of that stuff.
Well, this weekend you showed up and you consistently took the stripe against guys that were EFI.
Oh, well, I'm EFI also. It's just taken me a while to get a good hang of it.
Okay, I thought you were carbureted.
Nope.
No?
Or small block Chevy, EFI.
Perfect.
Got any more tricks up
Nitrous
your sleeve?
powered.
Nitrous powered, which I figured you would be happy that a nitrous car won the event
Absolutely.
instead of a turbo.
I don't know why, but absolutely.
Little back,
You don't know why. I kind of figured you might be happy.
little backstory there. Tony came up to the trailer before the race ever even started, and he came up and he said, "I'm going to need some bottle valves." And of course, he got some bottle valves and everything. He looked at me and said, "I really ought to just wait and pay for this after I win the event."
He knew he had it in the bag.
He knew he had it. That's confidence.
I didn't know, but you got to have PMA.
And that wasn't an easy win. Don't let me downplay it because there were some good competitors and there was guys right there on that ET cap. And there was some good heads up racing.
Oh, it was, every round was tough. I don't think there was an easy round there.
Yeah, no ducks.
No, it was awesome.
Would have been really nice to see some ET slips at the end of the race or some reaction times at the end of the race. But I'm sure the guys in the tower know what it was.
Man, that's the thing is we put on a show. There's no doubt. Whenever our class came up there, we put on a show, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
No, there was no tire spin. There was no red lights. There was no broke bys. Well, it was a good race. You guys did a great job. It was a good race.
There was one red light, and that would be
our own
Mike
team.
Dietz.
Oh, yeah?
We don't want to put him out there, but he did go red.
Normally I'm a terrible driver and I catch hell, so
because he sleeps.
I'm going to take those digs while I can.
I didn't see that one.
My poor buddy Mike.
Nobody told me about that one. Sorry.
Yeah, we were first round ducks.
Yeah.
So,
I'm sure a lot of people thought I would be too. So,
this is the first time I'd met you, and you were very confident from the very beginning.
Extremely.
And so, and you have a chill demeanor about you. And so normally those are the guys you got to watch out for.
Wait, I don't know if he's got a chill demeanor because according to his buddies that were standing behind him, they spent the whole weekend giving him back what he normally gives them all week.
Yeah, I've mellowed in my older age a little bit. People tell me.
So let's talk about your car. What's the combo?
It's a small block Chevy on Nitrous, 3-speed trans, symmetrical port heads. Pretty basic combo.
And what year is that? 67?
68 Firebird.
68 Firebird.
Me and a buddy built in 1999. And we've just kept changing it along the way. It was a ladder bar car. Actually, it was a leaf spring car, then a ladder bar car. Then we put a 4-link in it, and it still got the same 4-link I put in it back in 2005.
How much does it weigh?
2,800.
Okay,
pretty good.
Is that with driver or without?
With the driver.
With the driver.
Yeah, it was 2,800 with me in it.
Okay. So how did you hear about the Clash of the Titans? What attracted you to the class?
I saw Clash of the Titans and I saw 450-ish. And I'm like, well, that sounds interesting. Because, you know, you go to some 28-inch races locally just to test, and you're running LDR cars and Pro 275 cars that are tuning it down to run 420.
Right.
I don't have a chance in hell in that. So I'm trying to find other races where we fit in and have a chance. And this looked like something that we would have a chance in.
That's exactly what we targeted this class after.
Yeah,
exactly.
Definitely.
The local stuff around Chicago it doesn't suit my car. You know, you go to 28-inch River Redemption or 28-inch Wisconsin Street Outlaws, and it's a 435 cap, or you got to run Outlaw. And, you know, there's a lot of cars that can't run that.
It makes it hard. It makes it really hard.
Right.
Now, you're out of Illinois, and I don't want to say the wrong company, but you're a Matco dealer?
I was a Matco dealer for 32 years.
Oh, boy. What are you doing now?
I retired 3 years ago.
And now you're back to racing.
And I told my wife, now I'm going to go try and have even more fun. Where I had to work on Thursday and Fridays and leave on Friday night, now I can leave on Wednesday night.
Nice.
And go racing. So, but after, I was a Matco tool dealer for 32 years.
Okay, that's a long hitch there.
Yeah, it was a long time.
Yeah,
it was good for me. It was good for many years, but I couldn't deal with people anymore.
So, all right. So you seen the race and you decided to come join us at US 60. How far of a drive was that for you from Illinois?
It's 400 miles.
Okay, so
not terrible.
What is that? About 6 hours?
Yeah, it was six and a half hours. Not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. What'd you think about US 60? Is that your first time there?
It was first time there, and that place was awesome. They track was great, facility was great, the people were super nice. It was good. I'll go back.
Yeah. Shout out to US 60.
I was really impressed with the facility and the people. And
was that the first time you've been there?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know, I love Kentucky. It's just pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they have other events there, that we fit into, I got no problem going back there.
We're all in this, Boddie and Chris and everybody that was in charge, Matt, and everybody that was, aligned with bringing this event to US 60. We're all in a text group, right? And I mean, on the way home, we were all like, hell yeah, we're doing this again next year. So,
sure.
It's going, and that was Boddie's first event. He's done grudge races and being a promoter for grudge races and stuff like that. But this is his first big event. And he told me on the way home, because everybody always asked me why I don't race my own car in our event. And I just
I thought that was strange too, but
I don't feel I can give the one-on-one attention that I do to making sure that the event's a success and runs smoothly and race the car. And Boddie struggled, and he told me, he said, I get it now. It's just so much because things pop up that you got to make judgment calls on, and the racer's got to be your main
available.
attention. Yes.
Sure.
You have to be available.
You did a great job. I mean, you were a great host. You welcomed me in. You know, you didn't know me from Adam. You texted me. You gave me all the info. I mean, I felt like I was welcome to come to race, which is nice.
You know, this is only my second time. I've done little events in the past, but for Clash of Titans, Clash of the Titans, this was our second race.
That's a different race.
And so, yeah.
It's the only one time we get tongue-tied.
Right.
It'd be amazing.
Yeah, right.
But I'm having a blast doing it. And I think that, and honestly, the only reason why I'm doing it is just to get out of my normal groove here at Nitrous Outlet. You know, like sometimes you just want to do something a little bit different for a while.
Yeah, well, maybe you'll find a different niche too.
Yeah, I'm just having fun right now. Next year, my goal is to put on a whole event where we structured all the classes.
Not just bring one.
Huh?
Not just bring one event, one class,
right.
Bring them all.
Yes, yeah. I'm gaining experience right now. All of my classes that even on the way home, Roger will tell you, and I'm not going to say what the classes are yet, but I was structuring that event, and almost all the classes are different from what's out there, and so it's either going to be accepted or not. You know, our next race, you're coming to our race September 18th at Hood to Hood, and I have 46 cars signed up for that right now.
That's great.
Yeah. So
yeah, we talked about it on the way home, and we're going to go to that event.
I'm looking forward to seeing you and Marcelo line up against each other.
Definitely.
That's the gentleman who won the first race.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a race.
So they came from Mexico, and they brought 2 trucks, and they are the most nicest people you'll ever meet in your entire life.
Pretty much just like
Yeah,
Tony.
yeah, and we had a blast, and he wanted to come. So Marcelo's a young man. He's probably what, 20?
Yeah, he's young.
Yeah, so he wanted to come up to US 60, but that's a long haul for them, and so they're like anxiously waiting.
Waiting for. Are they from Mexico?
Yes. They brought their own live feed guy. He was videoing the race to Mexico so that all their fans could watch it. And I jumped on one of their podcasts, couldn't understand a thing they were talking about. But I jumped in there and said hello. I do good with English. I struggle on that one.
And tongue tiedness.
I speak Spanish, so I'll have a good conversation with him there.
Good deal. And that's Rocky. Rocky was talking to his family on the way home, and I'm like, the only thing I understood was El Camino, which means on the trail. And he looked at me and started laughing. So, all right. So, what are you doing this year as far as racing? Obviously you're looking for areas you fit in.
Right. We're looking to see where else we can fit in.
Okay. So
this looked great.
Man, I'm so glad you joined us because you're a class act. You're a good racer, a good sportsman, and that's the type of people we want to. You know, there was no drama at our race. Everything was pretty smooth.
Everything was good. Everybody was nice. Everybody was. I mean, yeah, like you said, there was no drama.
No, and that makes it fun. That makes it very fun. So
I mean, a little drama is always good and entertaining, but there was no bad drama.
We had one tough area where I had to make a call that I wasn't experienced enough to make a call. So I asked John Sears to help me with that. And he explained to me after we made the call, your starter is always, he said, it's like a parent. You never, whenever your child's trying to manipulate, not saying this gentleman was manipulating, but if your child is trying to manipulate the 2 parents against each other, you never contradict what the other parent says because that child loses respect for that parent. So long story short, he was telling me whatever the starter says, even if it's the wrong call, you back it up because he's the starter. He makes the call.
What was the incident?
So a friend of mine, right, just to kind of set the platform there, was up against, so it was Thomas West against Eric Jarvis, and they were the second pair out, first round.
So first round.
Right. And Thomas puked water on the track because he forgot to plug his water pump in. So they backed him out, and it started sprinkling. Well, he was yelling, give me a minute, I got it. They plugged it in, right? Well, the starter went ahead and sent Eric down. Eric, I didn't know this at the time. I was told this later. Eric was telling them to hold on and wait for him. But he made his pass. So afterwards, Eric and Thomas came up to me saying they wanted to rerun it. And I didn't know, like, I had to step out for a minute and go, okay, I'm not sure how to handle this. So the way they approached me was, if all the other racers agree, can we rerun it? And the second racer he made it to said, absolutely not, you're out. You know, and so Thomas was a little frustrated by it because he'd worked his butt off to get there, like everybody else. Ultimately, the right call was no, you're out. But I wasn't real sure on the right call, which now seems so simple. So I asked John Sears, hey, how do I handle this? And so we dissected it. And yeah, the other car went down. It was a legitimate pass. He puked on the track. He was backed out. He's out.
Yeah. I mean, the starter made that call.
Right. And so that's whenever he explained to me about the starter and how that works. And I was grateful to have somebody there with the experience. I am good at removing myself to think about things. Sometimes I have to process it.
Yeah, we only learn that as we get older.
Right. So
we only learn, let me give me 5 minutes before I open my mouth.
I do it all the time. The guys will ask me something here, and I'm like, unless you want me to blurt something out and then contradict it later, give me a little bit.
Now he just goes without answering it.
It usually helps that way.
It does. So that was the only real discussion we had. And so we let Thomas jump in at the end of that run and make another pass. Again, he puked on the track.
That would be why it was the right call.
Right. And so we just let him make a test pass at the end of it since he was up there. And he was happy. He got to test it again because he worked all night to put it together. Originally, he had texted me and said he wasn't coming, that he couldn't get the car together because his employees kept calling in sick and he was struggling to get it together. And I was like, come on, man, suck it up. And so he worked all night and got it up there. And that's the reason the water pump was unplugged.
Everybody puts in a lot of work to get there and to get down the racetrack.
Absolutely. And there's no guarantee you're going to make it down the racetrack.
There's no guarantee, but I mean, you need to have your stuff ready on the starting line.
Right.
It's not the other guy's fault that yours puked water or didn't start.
That's absolutely right. And
Jarvis was ready to race. The other guy wasn't.
Yep. We made the right call. We had to stand back a minute to review to make sure we made the right call, but ultimately we made the right call.
And ultimately, Thomas was a good sport about all of it too.
After he got out of his feelings, he was a good sport. At first, he was a little hot.
But that's like anybody, they don't want to go out like that.
They're so passionate, and that's the thing is whenever you have a bunch of racers together and they're all passionate about what they're doing, it's easy for them to use their feelings.
They get in their feelings.
Yes.
First rise to the top.
Quick.
Right. So what was your strategy going into this? So we pulled a chip, and the ET could have been a 445, 450, 455, or 460. Let's start there. What were you hoping we pulled?
I was hoping you didn't pull 445.
Okay. There were some guys.
Other than that, I was happy with any number you pulled.
So we pulled a 460, and whenever I looked across the crowd, right, I always look. I'm a people watcher. There was a lot of guys that were like, "Shit," because they wanted like a 440 range, right? And then there was guys that were like, "Yes."
There was one guy that went like that when everybody else went, "Oh," and he was the guy in the truck in the S10.
Yes.
So they were like,
he was happy or not happy?
He was very happy because evidently
they were struggling.
460 killer.
Well, actually,
he
no,
probably
Joe
can't run 445.
No, actually, Joe was not happy about the 460. Let's back up a minute. That's who was in the truck.
Oh, okay.
And he was parked next to us, and they were struggling to slow that truck down to a 460. It pissed it all off because they didn't have any tune-ups for 460.
Might have got my guys mixed up.
Yeah, maybe so.
Somebody was happy and everybody else wasn't.
We were happy because we've never been that fast. So,
what kind of combination was that truck?
Just turbo?
It was a turbo.
Yeah.
I think it was an LS, but I don't remember.
I think it was too.
Turbo.
Yes.
So they're used to being able to drive around the guys who can't run a 445.
Right. So that
which is probably why they're not happy about a 460 cap.
Yeah. But you know what? He had a blast. He's actually coming to the next one.
That's good.
Yeah. So
if you get 40 car turnout, that's awesome.
Yeah, so he had a blast with it, but there was definitely people that were hoping. I mean, my friend JD and Nathan, their cars, they struggled getting them slowed down to that 460 range, because the cars are too fast.
Right.
And so, and not having any data to do that. And both those, one of the cars was newly out. But yeah, it was fun watching that. That's the first time we pulled a 460 chip.
What was the ET in Texas?
450.
450.
Yeah, we pulled a 450. So we haven't pulled a 445 yet, but if we do, a lot of those guys are going to be letting their tongues hang out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there'll be a lot of guys.
Yeah. So
we were happy with anything 450 to 4. The only one we didn't want was 445.
Yeah, and we didn't either.
We were good with any of the other three choices.
So, and that's what makes this series right here so unique, because like in some series where it has the same ET cap over and over again, you have tune-ups locked in, and you got guys probably like yourself that are killer at it. They come in, and guys like yourself have to come in and grab. Okay, we're running 450s. Here's my strategy.
Slow down.
Right. And so,
slow down.
And so some people can't grab it that quick. And that's the reason we have our test passes and then we go to eliminations. But yeah, it's unique seeing, and I like to ask people, and I'm just going to ask you, what was your strategy after the 460 chip?
I didn't have a strategy. It's just every round is a qualifying round. Just go up there and cut a light.
Right. And I'm assuming you knew where your car ran. So you knew,
we knew exactly what our car ran.
That helps.
Thursday testing went perfect for us. We knew exactly what we had.
That's good.
And that's the reason you were so laid back.
If it was a 50 or 60 chip, it wouldn't have mattered.
Yep. Now, I learned something else on this race, too. This is the first time I've been in a situation where the track was really on top of their game at getting the rounds turned. And they were
round after round.
Yeah, they were rushing us up, and we really, I had to be like, hey, calm it down. We need some time here. And that's the reason I know that I couldn't get you added to the Facebook group we're in. So that's why I was texting you individually. But the guys were like, I need more time. And I'm like, how much time do you need? And they're like, give us till 9:40, I think. So it was like 40 minutes. What is with all the racing you've done, what is the average turnaround time that you think a racer needs to get the car cooled off and serviced before the next round?
Well, everybody wants to cool their trans off. Well, you can't do that in 10 minutes.
No, not at all.
And we were pitted the furthest possible away from the return road. So it takes me 20 minutes to get back to 15 minutes to tow back to the pit. So you need at least 45 minutes to an hour.
That's exactly what Jesse over at Jesse's Garage told me. He said, man, on average, these guys really 45. Need about an hour.
Yeah, I mean, you run this round at 9, you got to run the next round at 10:15.
And I think that's one thing that, like JD and Nathan were trying to run 2 classes. And after they packed the chutes on the top end, they accidentally set them back off. And that's the reason they didn't make it back up for our class.
So they were running 2 classes with the same car.
Yeah. And there was no way at this event you were going to do that.
Yeah, that's their problem, not your problem.
Oh, absolutely. He was a good sport about it. They just concentrated on the other class. They only joined our class just to support me and make sure we had car count.
Okay.
But yeah, they definitely had their work cut out for them trying to run 2 classes because the track was on top. Man, there was for a radial race. There was, they had that track on kill. And you didn't have a lot of wasted time with them running the tractors up and down it. They make a couple passes and we're ready to race. I was impressed.
They did a great job with track prep, I thought.
Absolutely.
Now, running at night is probably what really helped a lot.
Oh, yeah. During the day, that would have been,
During the day, a 140-degree track temp would have been people spinning left and right, I bet.
First round, Kurt told me, he said, with the humidity and the way it is, anybody that comes up here on kill is probably going to strike the tire. And
first round.
Yep. And I walked out there and kind of felt it, and it was still tacky, but it wasn't like it was the rest of the event. Kurt was really good at reading the track, and his guys did a really fantastic job and Roger brought something up to me that he noticed. He noticed that they would spray it before dragging it instead of spraying it after dragging it.
Yeah. Kurt always rotates, sprays, then drags.
Yep. And so he was like, Roger was like, I wonder how that's going to work.
Well,
it worked fantastic.
Here was the thing that was different. So the rotator itself, I've never seen anybody jump on a rotator immediately after spraying, because usually what happens is they get such vibration in it, then it leaves choppy pieces in the track. But somehow or another,
I think you missed he drug it
knew
after.
Exactly. He knew exactly what they didn't even drag anything. They only had the rotator. Yeah. I never seen anything that drug it. They just had the rotator. So
I thought I saw him drag.
No,
he knows what he's doing. He's good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just unorthodox in what I was used to. And I seen it and I was like, man, that's working. It's working really well.
I was talking to him on Saturday, and he says he's got 6 crews, 6 setups for operations. So he knows what he's doing with this stuff.
Oh yeah,
super good.
He's really good.
Is he going to be doing Texas, or do they have their own?
No, Texas generally does their own, and they're good at it.
They're very
They're good at it.
Yeah, they're really good at it. There seems to be a little bit more prep time than what we just seen, though. Like I was impressed.
Night race also in Texas?
Yes. I haven't got the schedule yet. We have a preliminary discussion going on between all of us. I do know that our test passes will be Friday night, and we're only getting 2, and our elimination passes will be Saturday night.
So similar schedule.
Yes.
Evening.
I like to, the guys kept trying to get me to change the schedule. And it was in that Facebook group, and they were all different ones were like, hey, let's do an elimination pass tonight. And I try to stay consistent. Like I want to, if this is what we're coming there and that's what everybody expects, if you change it for one thing because you think you're making the right call, then it becomes a spiral effect of being messed up.
I like it when here's the schedule and they don't change it.
Right.
Friday's qualifying, Saturday's racing.
Yes. So
that's what people are planning on.
that worked out really good. Change schedule is rain.
Yeah. And
well, that'd be the only thing that would change schedule.
Yep.
The track was also really good at reading the weather. They were like, look, the rain, this is what he said, watch those flags. If they go straight this way, we're in trouble. Yeah. That's exactly what he told me. And he said, otherwise we're going to pretend like the rain ain't happening and we're going to race around it. Everybody else
they knew what was going on.
Yes, they were. Yeah. And they had up there, they had like 5 or 6 different weather apps they were watching. And even coming up to the race, they were sending me those updates.
We were impressed. The place ran great.
So absolutely. So is there anything we've hit our window here? Is there anything you want to cover? Not in particular. I was impressed. I thought you guys did a great job putting on the event. We were happy, obviously. the outcome for us was good. Well, show us that cool trophy back there.
That's pretty cool trophy.
Yeah,
so it's still in the house. My wife hasn't told me to take it out of the house.
You didn't hang the big check up in front above y'all's bed?
Well, not over the bed. I was going to hang it up here in the office behind me, and she goes, you do that. It's just going to be kind of full of yourself if you hang up that check behind you. I'm like, yeah, I'll just leave it out in the trailer.
Oh man, that check is the artwork on that check is amazing.
Definitely.
I was going to hang it up behind me, and she's like, yeah, that's just kind of being full of yourself if you do that shit.
Oh no, I would have been all for it.
She's poking her head in here.
I can hear you talking about your trophy. I said, this thing's not living in the family room.
No, it'll get moved out.
It's going to go on the fireplace mantle. It'll be okay.
No.
Yeah, no way.
No racing paraphernalia, no old Matco tool stuff in the house. That's the deal.
You could always turn it into a cool lamp to go beside your bed.
All right, that'd be good. Right next to the crankshaft I said I was going to make into a lamp.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, Tony, thank you for taking.
I have a question. I want to know what your most exciting moment you've ever had in drag racing.
Most exciting moment?
Yeah, just something that's really impacted you in life.
I won an NMCA championship years ago in Memphis. I think we clinched it, and my entire family was there. My dad, my mom, everybody. Wow. That was probably the most memorable moment because my old man was there.
That's a great one.
He didn't know anything about cars, but he went to the events.
He knew his boy just won.
Indexing spark plugs.
That's
and
awesome.
He would index spark plugs, and he wouldn't know what the hell he was doing, but he had a great time. So that to me was good.
And that's what drag racing is about.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
That's exactly what it's about. So.
Who's your favorite Nitrous company?
Well, it's probably you guys now.
Love it. That could have backfired.
Yeah,
that could have backfired. Right?
Give people the opportunity.
Did you send out my stuff yesterday?
No, but it'll go out today.
It went out.
No,
so it's going out today because our trailer was still loaded, and we didn't get in till it was almost 12:30, 1 o'clock, and the tablet that I take the orders on is locked in there, and normally I put it in my bag so I made the mistake of not.
We had to unload the trailer to get to
No
it.
problem. It's no
But
problem.
yeah, I was going to give you a shout whenever I got it all worked up and it sends out, just to let you know, hey, I'm a day behind. So,
No problem. I appreciate it.
but I seen you on video and you just blew me out. So now everybody knows.
Well, Tony, thank you for joining us. We look forward to having you in Texas for the Clash of the Titans.
Definitely excited about that.
And
We'll be there.
I think that's probably going to be our most competitive, but the payout is also up around $21,000. So, we got a lot of great sponsors that are also throwing in product, and that's going to be the banger of the year. There will be another race after that one for points championship. I don't know where it's going to be at yet. It was going to be at Flying H, but there's been some changes. And so,
That's what you were saying.
yeah, so I'm trying to figure that out right now, and I'll figure that out hopefully this week. So, but yeah, it kind of sums it up.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
all right.
I
And
appreciate it. Yes, sir. Thank you.
I expect to see a picture with your bottle beside the bed and the check hanging above it.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, my wife wouldn't go for it either.
Yeah, no, my wife won't go for that either.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And we will
right.
see you next time.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you. All right. Well, that was Tony's a very chill guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like talking to him, and he's very modest because I looked up, and this guy has been he took some time off, but before his time off, he was a higher level NMCA and NMRA racer. Like, you knew if he showed up, you had a competitor there.
Yeah.
And since he came back, I mean, look, he's already been back up in points with what he was racing, and now he's looking for areas he can compete against all these things.
The confidence level that the guy has was like overwhelming. It was really, really good. And you could tell that. I mean, he was just really good hearted when I first met him at the trailer. And then he was, he caught me right off guard. He's like, maybe I'll just wait to pay for this. Maybe I'll just wait after I win it. But he won it, and still same guy. He was really good.
He was a great fit for the Clash of the Titans.
Yeah.
And for Nitrous Outlet.
Just a person in general.
Yes.
You could tell we kind of tug on a little heartstring just then when we asked him that question.
Yes. Yeah, I could see that whenever he was talking about his family being there and his dad.
Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so this wraps up episode 23 of WAZZUP.
What's up?
And we will go live on Friday. Check us out on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. It's easy. Nitrous Outlet. That's all you got to remember. And you can give us a call. Maybe you need to place an order for some parts, right?
254-848-4300 all day long.
What? Oh, yeah. Like and subscribe
To this
our
channel.
social media pages.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah, please. And share it. Let's get some more people in there. We're working hard for this. All right. Thank you, guys. See you next time. Hey, did you know that we're practically giving these stackable bottle racks away? We're the only company. We designed these from scratch. You won't find anything else like it. 860 performance. Where else can you put this many bottles in one area? And you can pick them up, select part numbers for 30% off.
30% off.
And let me tell you why.
Okay.
All right, so the reason why is originally we designed the racks, 10 pound was separate than a 12 and 15 pound rack. Looking back when we created these part numbers, we realized, hey, one rack will do it all. So we're gonna liquidate all the 10 pound options so we can save some warehouse space. And we're gonna start using the other ones with the 10 pound.
We're creating space in our warehouse, and we're also making these just like when you buy a pair of socks. One size fits all.
Yeah. So if you use a 10 pound nitrous bottle, head on over to nitrousoutlet.com, check out the hot deals area, get your stackable rack for 30% off. That's a huge savings.
Big savings. 254-848-4300 and call us anytime or look us up on the web, nitrousoutlet.com.